Hi everyone, I'm Kamla. Today I'm explaining about bottom-up parsers. So what is this bottom-up parsers? The bottom-up parser is nothing but a constructing the parse tree from leaf node to the root node is called as bottom-up parsers and is defined as the bottom-up parsing starts from the leaf node of a tree and works in upward direction till it reaches the root node. So this is about the bottom up parsers. So what is the structure of bottom up parsers? We'll discuss. This is the structure of bottom up parsers. Bottom up parsers and is divided into shift reduce parsers, and this shift reduce parsers consist of LR parsers. Again, these LR parsers are divided into three categories called as SLR parsing, LR parsing, LALR parser. Okay, so these SLR parsers we'll discuss in the next video. So in this video, I'm explaining about shift reduce parser. So what is this shift reduce parser? This shift reduce nothing but a type of bottom of parsers where we are constructing the parse tree from leaf node to root node is called as shift reduce parsers. So this is the definition of shift reduce parser, constructing the parse tree from the bottom node or from the leaf node to the root node. So this shift reduce parser must uses two data structures called as input buffer for storing the input string, and the second one is stack for storing as well as accessing the production rules. And so these are the two data structures which are available in a shift reduce parsers. And what are the operations this shift reduce parser is using? So these are the operations which are used by the shift reduce parsers. The first one is shift. So the job of this shift here, this shift reduce parser using two data structures. One is the input buffer, second one is the stack. So the job of this shift means simply shifting the input data from this input buffer to stack is called as shift operation. So the job of this shift means shifting input symbol from input buffer to stack. And next is the reduce. Reduced is nothing but a replacing the RHS of production by its LHS of production. So simply, if the RHS of the production is on the top of the stack, that is popped. Popped means which is removed from the stack, and its equivalent LHS of value is pushed into the stack is called as a reduction. Okay, so this is about reduction or reduce. Next, the next operation is called accept. If the stat symbol appears on the top of the stack, then that particular string is accepted by the shift reduce parsers. Otherwise, which provides an error. So these are the four operations which are implemented by shift reduce parsers. Now we'll discuss how to shift, how to reduce, and which grammar is accepting and which is producing the error with one example problem. Okay, for example, here I have one grammar s tends to s plus s tends to s into s tends to id. From this grammar, here I can get the input string is id plus id plus id. Okay, so how to get this input string? We'll observe by the productions. Okay, initially here I have a start symbol is S, and this S is replaced by S plus S. S is replaced by S plus S, and this the first S I replaced with ID because in my input I have ID plus ID plus ID. Because of that, the first S I replaced with ID. I return this plus as it is, and this says for the S again I have S plus S, S into S. So instead of taking S into S, again I'm taking S plus S because the remaining production in my input is ID plus ID. So because of that, I selected S plus S. Okay, next ID plus, and this S is again replaced with ID plus, and this S is again replaced with ID. So here the shift reduce parser is nothing but a constructing the parse tree from these are the leaf node, from leaf node to root node. This is the root node is called as shift reduce parser or the bottom up parsers. How to construct we'll discuss with this shift reduce parsers. Okay, so we already discussed this shift reduce parser consists of two data structures. One is called as input buffer, another one is stack. So to implement this, again I selected the two data structures. One is input buffer, the other one is the stack. And here uh, I'm explaining about what action it is going to perform in either shift operation or reduce action. For that, here I represented a one more column is called as parsing action. Okay, here I have an input is id plus id plus id, because according to this grammar, this id I'm taking input is an id. From this id I'm reducing s. To reduce that, here my input buffer is nothing but a id plus id dollar, and initially my stack is dollar. So the input string I'm ending with a symbol is called all dollar, and my stack is also initially stack filling with a symbol is called dollar. Okay, then here I'm performing an action is called shift. So during this shift operation, this input symbol is pushed into the stack. See, this id is coming on the top of the stack. Initially my stack is empty. Once uh, pushing this id, now my top of the stack contains id. So dollar id, and in my input string I have the values are plus, because this id is shifted to stack, plus id dollar, and this id reduce. For this id I have a production is s tends to id. So according to my reduced definition, removing this right side RHS of the value by its equivalent of LHS is called reduction. So this ID value I'm popping from my stack, and its equivalent LHS value pushing into stack is called as a reduction. So same thing I did here. S tends to ID. This ID is replaced with S. So because of that, this ID is removed from my stack, then its equivalent LHS value S is pushed into the stack. Now my stack contains dollar $S. Then in my input string I have a plus id dollar. Again I'm doing an operation is called shift, so that this plus is coming on the top of the stack. So now my stack is dollar $S plus, and my input string is id plus id dollar, and again I'm performing shift operation, so that this id is again pushed into the stack. Now my stack contains dollar $S plus id. Now my input buffer contains plus id dollar. Okay, so again here I'm doing the reduction, because for this id I have a production. S tends to id. This RHS value replaced by its equivalent LHS value. Same thing happened here. Dollar $S plus S plus id dollar, and again I'm performing an operation is called shift, so that this plus is pushed into the stack. Dollar $S plus S plus, and in my input buffer I have id dollar. Again I'm performing an operation is called shift, so this id is again coming to the top of the stack. Dollar $S plus S plus id, and my input string contains only the dollar. Then again this id I'm reducing. S tends to id. This id is reduced by its equivalent S. Dollar $S plus S plus S. Now my input string is dollar only. All the data from input string is pushed into the stack, so that my input string is empty. Dollar means empty. Now reduced by S tends to S plus S. So this S plus S I'm replacing with this capital S. So according to your production, you have a production is S tends to S plus S. So this S plus S is removed by S. So S plus S is replaced with S. So again in my stack I have dollar $S plus S. My input string is dollar. Again reduced by S tends to S plus S. This S plus S is reduced by S. So this S plus S is reduced by S. My input string is dollar only. So finally observe, I've taken the input is id plus id dollar, and producing the output is S, means constructing the parse tree from these leaf nodes to root node. Yes, it is accepted, because there is no more value in input string, and finally my stack contains the start symbol, so that the given string is accepted. So this is called as a shift reduce parser. Thank you.